Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where we bring you the latest on Harry and Meghan's journey. Today, we're here to talk about something huge, the release of Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, in paperback. Yes, the Duke of Sussex is striking back once again, and this moment is big not just because of the book, but because of what the paperback release represents. Spare shook the world when it first came out in January 2023. Quickly becoming a bestseller and setting a record as the fastest-selling non-fiction book of all time. But now, with the paperback release, we're reminded of the strength and resilience Harry embodies, especially in the face of the British media machine. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into why the paperback release of Spare is a defining moment. Now, let's talk about what makes this paperback release so meaningful. When Penguin Random House announced it over the summer, they confirmed that the contents of the book were unchanged. That's right, no additional chapters, no new revelations, even though Harry previously hinted he had plenty more he could have shared. As he once said in an interview with Bryony Gordon, the original draft was around 800 pages. Twice the length of what we ended up with in the final book. In that interview, Harry admitted that there were things he chose to leave out. Specifically, he said, "There are some things that have happened, especially between me and my brother, and to some extent between me and my father, that I just don't want the world to know, because I don't think they would ever forgive me." How noble is that? Here we have a man who's been criticised relentlessly by the press, yet he still held back out of respect for his family. It's a reminder that, despite everything, Harry's commitment to family and his own sense of integrity haven't changed. The paperback release is also a chance to revisit Harry's beautiful dedication. In Spare, he wrote, "For Meg and Archie and Lily, and of course, my mother." Just those words alone say so much about his heart. His dedication honours the people closest to him. Meghan, who's been his rock, his children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, and his late mother, Princess Diana, whose memory has always been a guiding light in his life. Prince Harry's choice of epigraph is also worth revisiting. He opens Spare with a quote from William Faulkner's Requiem for a Nun. "The past is never dead, it's not even past." It's a line that resonates with the complexities of Harry's life. He's constantly reminded of the past, but he's also working to move forward, breaking away from the parts of it that held him back. The paperback release feels like Harry once again reclaiming his story on his own terms, staying true to his dedication and his roots. Spare is structured into 3 parts, each one highlighting a different era in Harry's life. These sections: Out of the Night That Covers Me, Bloody But Unbowed, and Captain of My Soul, are lines inspired by the famous poem Invictus by William Ernest Henley. The poem reflects resilience and strength, qualities Harry embodies. He takes us from his royal upbringing and the heartbreaking loss of his mother, through his experiences in the British Army, and finally, to his love story with Meghan and his life today. These sections are more than just parts of a book. They're windows into Harry's journey to overcome trauma, find love, and ultimately claim his own voice. This paperback release is a reminder of that journey and an invitation for more readers to connect with Harry's story on a personal level. Interestingly, the paperback release of Spare just so happens to coincide with the release of a new book by Mike Tindall, Zara's husband. The Good, the Bad, and the Rugby, Unleashed, was co-authored by Mike, Alex Payne, and James Haskell, and focuses on, well, rugby and friendship. I'd bet anything the British tabloids will be keeping a close eye on the sales of these 2 books, hoping to drum up criticism if Spare doesn't perform as well as it did in hardcover. But what they'll probably gloss over is that Harry has already earned millions from Spare. Richard Osman broke it down on his podcast The Rest is Entertainment, explaining how Harry likely made around $26 to $27 million from the hardcover alone. So, no matter how the paperback sells, Harry's story has already reached and resonated with millions around the world. Spare was an instant hit when it first came out, selling over 6 million copies worldwide. It wasn't just a bestseller, it set the Guinness World Record for the fastest-selling non-fiction book of all time. That's huge! This paperback release is just another chapter in the book's success story, and I believe it will continue to do well. When people pick up this book, they're not just buying Harry's memoir, they're joining him on his journey of resilience, hope, and honesty. Despite all the criticism and the negative press, people are still drawn to Harry's story because it's real. The British media has tried to twist the narrative, making Harry out to be a troublemaker or a rebel without a cause. But the truth is that Harry's story speaks for itself, and millions of people around the world have seen through the tabloid noise. This paperback edition is significant because it's a reminder that Harry's story isn't going away. It's here to stay, and it continues to inspire. Harry's voice has been a breath of fresh air, challenging a system that's been resistant to change for generations. He's put his heart and soul into this memoir, sharing deeply personal stories and holding back only what he felt was necessary to protect his family. In releasing the paperback without changes, Harry is standing by what he wrote. He's not giving in to the pressure to add more sensational details or give the press more to chew on. He's already shared what he wanted to share, and he's moving forward with dignity and purpose. In the end, Spare is more than just a memoir. It's a statement. It's Harry's way of breaking free from a life that tried to define him as the Spare, a role he's outgrown. He's shown the world who he really is, a compassionate, resilient, and fiercely loving husband and father. And this paperback release gives even more readers the chance to witness that journey for themselves. As Harry once said, "The past is never dead, it's not even past." But he's choosing to carry the best parts of his past with him. His love for his mother, his dedication to his family, and his commitment to his values. No matter what the tabloids say, Spare is a triumph, and we're here to celebrate that with Harry. Thank you for tuning in today, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on Harry and Meghan. And let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What do you think about the paperback release of Spare? Do you think it will be as impactful as the hardcover? Let's chat about it. Until next time, take care, stay inspired, and remember, we're all here to support Harry on his journey.